Well, my second day on the job, I met with Secretary Gill, was at an event, and he walked right over to me, said, "Nice to see you. When are you merging these two organizations?" So I kind of got the message from the top, and at first I said to him, well, I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that? Chesapeake Regional Tech Council deserves its own identity. And the more I thought about it, and the more I started talking to other people about it, it made complete sense. What I didn't know on that day is that the tech councils had already gotten together and talked about ways to partner, because they had realized that there was a very huge disconnect between the perception outside of the state of Maryland and the perception inside of the state of Maryland. So, and I was guilty of that same perception, because I spent my whole career in DC and Northern Virginia and always thought, oh, Maryland has really low-end companies and they don't grow great companies. They have great ideas, but they don't grow great companies. And when I got into it and I really started digging around, Maryland has everything that you need to be the tech hub of the United States, and I was shocked. And the longer that I served at CRTC, the more I realized that the problem is that we weren't all together. We weren't acting as a united front. So you had great incubators, you had great biotech, you had great startups, you had great cyber, but they were all in groups of 100 people, and so they weren't making the big news, and they weren't coming together to really feed off of each other and to become a greater organization or a greater image than what each of them individually represented. So the more I thought about that, I thought, Secretary Gill is right. We really need to bring these together. What really helped is that the CEO of Tech Council of Maryland stepped down. So I called them instantly and said, hey, might be a good time to talk about getting these two organizations together, because together we represent 750 companies and are really the bulk of the tech in the state. And they talked. So we started talking and kept going, and here we are today. I think in the past, everybody's been trying to do it alone and trying to compete with each other. And what I view the new Maryland Tech Council as is an umbrella organization that makes sure all of the companies that are members of the Maryland Tech Council have all the resources that they need. We don't need to do everything, but we need to partner. And if you look around the state, there's amazing things going on. We have amazing incubators at the ETC in Baltimore. We have amazing industry-specific events that are unbelievable. We have the Cyber Association of Maryland, which is out there selling cyber companies. And we don't need to compete with all of those organizations. We need to join forces with them. We plan to partner in everything that we do. And the only things we won't partner in is if there is a hole in the resource that's out there for companies. And I think that really will bring everybody together. And we plan to have a triangle between Annapolis, Gaithersburg, and Baltimore. And I think that really kind of gets a lot of the really big assets that pulls in Howard County also into that. But we are planning to partner with everybody. For instance, we're doing a government contracting seminar series with Howard County. We're talking to Baltimore about doing a joint education front. And we have a rural liaison to do the types of things that aren't done in the city. So environmental tech is going to become really big to us. We're going to partner with the Maryland Environmental Service with Roy McGrath, who's the new head there. So we're really reaching out to partner with people, and I think that'll make all the difference. We're really excited about rebranding, because in the past, we were just talking about how to bring everybody together. There wasn't a convergence of tech and biotech as there is today. So all tech companies are in bio companies. There's no longer this divided line between bio and tech. All biotech companies need to have data, and they need to be able to, have fast-paced websites, and they need to be able to have companies wrapped around them. Even in medicine, there's technology now. So when we were doing the rebranding, which was led by Todd Marks at MindGrub, we put together an interdisciplinary committee made up of representatives from MedImmune and representatives from the tech side, and made sure that we really went for something that brought both of them together. So our rebranding on the actual logo is kind of a mix of connectivity and biotech and technology all in one. We were lucky that our colors were the same, but bigger than just the logo that we did is a new brand. So we really want to brand us as the hub of technology in the United States. And we're going to do that by showing our strengths in biotech and our strengths in cyber and our strengths in medtech and all of the other areas that are in between. And we're going to show that we're not just concentrated in one small area. I mean, it is throughout the state. There are assets all over the state. You have Aberdeen Proving Ground up in Northeast that's doing amazing things in 3D printing. You have Baltimore, which is just exploding on every front of tech, with incubators and companies that are getting financing from outside the state. And obviously by NSA and Fort Meade, you have the grouping of cybersecurity companies, and then biotech out in Gaithersburg.